Hey everybody, I am Angela Sharpe and welcome to today's Daily Mix. I am so happy to be back with you today. Today was a beautiful day and no better way to start the Daily Mix. Now, if you don't know what the Daily Mix is all about, I'm gonna tell you everything that's going on in and around St. Louis, keep you new with what's going on. Now, I thought this was pretty funny. There's a man in New Jersey. He looked out into his backyard and he saw a black bear family. That's right, he saw a mother and 5 cubs. They were in his above ground swimming pool and they were playing on his slide that he had for his child. Look at that right there. How adorable is that? Okay, slightly petrifying because there's 5 bears in your backyard, but also pretty much the cutest thing I've ever seen. Now, these bears, he thought maybe they were just gonna get cool and leave. No, they stayed for 1 full hour, and I'm guessing they had a lot of fun. Who knows, maybe they'll be back. Now let's start on with today's Daily Mix. Now, you guys know who Michael Sam is, right? He was a Mizzou player. He was drafted by the Rams, and he's the first openly gay NFL player. Well, he is leaving pro football. He was playing for a Canadian team over there in Montreal, but he is leaving. He said he is citing some personal reasons and some mental health issues. He was even on Dancing with the Stars, too. That's really unfortunate. Hopefully, whatever's going on with him, he'll be able to figure it out and return to the NFL. And speaking of NFL, Bud Light has got some team-specific NFL cans. That's right, 28 of the 32 teams can be found on different Bud Light cans. Now you're wondering what's going on with the other 4, right? Well, the other 4 were sponsored by Miller Coors, so they're not available. But the Rams are one of the teams available, and they're on shelves nationwide right now. So if you're a huge Rams and Bud Light fan, go check that out. Speaking of Budweiser, Brewfest by Budweiser is happening Saturday, August 29th. It's from 11 to 5. It's at the Budweiser Brew House. It is to celebrate all things beer. There's going to be home brewers, live brewing demonstrations. There's going to be, of course, sampling, live music, ESB beer competitions, and of course the Clydesdales will be there, so there's a photo op for that as well. That's happening at Ballpark Village, both inside and outside, and yes, you have to be 21 and above to join in the fun. You can check out stlballparkvillage.com. And keeping it sports related, everybody wants to know what the Cardinals are doing. Well, the Cardinals aren't doing well. They are still winning despite having 3 outfielders that are injured. Get this, 43% of their overall payroll is either inactive or injured. In fact, the general manager suggested that 7 or 8 players may come up as September continues down the road. Now, when the Cardinals come back to their homestand on Monday, they will have 3 players that have not played more games than they've played this season. That's Matt Holliday, Matt Adams, and John Jay. But despite all that, they're still doing rather well. In fact, they won their game yesterday. Piscotty ended up hitting his 3rd and 4th home run ever, so that's pretty cool for him. Now, they'll be back on Monday, like I said, so make sure you check out a Cardinals game. It'll be a lot of fun. Former Mizzou volleyball player Molly Kirklow has made the U.S. World Cup roster. She is one of 14 players selected. The team began qualification process for the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro on Saturday. That was against Korea. Now, the World Cup schedule consists of 11 round-robin matches. The teams will travel to 3 different Japanese countries over 16 days. Kirklow helped the U.S. team win gold medal in the 2015 World Grand Prix earlier this summer in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, she graduated from Mizzou in 2014 and has since played professionally in Europe, so congratulations to her. And speaking of congratulations, 9 Missouri high schools made Newsweek's America's Top High Schools 2015 list. Now, this includes high schools from around the U.S. It's 500 of them total, and it's based on college readiness, graduation rate, and what percentage of the student body is college bound. It also takes into effect poverty levels. Now, it ranks public schools, not your Catholic schools. So, are you ready for this? Here are some of the schools that made the list. Lafayette Senior High, They made the list. Kirkwood Senior High, which is apparently number 2 in Missouri, so go Pioneers. We got Metro High, Park Hill South High, Limburg Senior High, Millville High, Parkway West, Brentwood High. So that's pretty cool. Now, according to the St. Louis Business Journal, last year's list included only 5 Missouri high schools, and 3 of those 5 made it again this year. DNA Happy Hour is happening in St. Louis. No, it's not DNA, it's Downtown Neighborhood Association. Don't get crazy. It's Thursday, August 27th at 5:30 at Les Palms Mexican Restaurant on Washington Boulevard. This way you can support downtown businesses and, meet your neighbors. Check out stlouisdna.org. All right, have you ever heard about recycling your cigarette butts? Well, you can do that. In fact, there are 62 receptacles installed in downtown. Now, this recycling effort is being called the first of its kind in any Midwestern city, so go us. Now, each receptacle holds about 800 cigarette butts. That's about 1 pound. And the Downtown St. Louis Foundation will receive $1 for every pound recycled. Now, they asked some of the smokers in downtown St. Louis what they thought of all this, and they said, yeah, it's not going to be that hard to do. Smokers are encouraged not to put their cigarettes out in a trash can because it can catch fire. So typically when people smoke, they throw it on the ground and put it out. Well, if the receptacle's right there, they said they don't see any harm in doing that. Then they can reuse the paper for paper, and they use the old tobacco for compost. So if you are a smoker, check out those. 4 St. Louis food trucks are among Daily Meals 101 Best Food Trucks in America. How cool is that? Number 24 was Soul Taco. Now that's a Korean Mexican fusion food. It's right there. Number 25 on the list was Gorilla Street Food. This one's my favorite. It's like Filipino dishes. You have to check them out. Every time I see them anywhere, they have the longest line. 39 is Go Gyro Go. It's gyros or gyros, however you want to say that. And then 49 is Cha Cha Chow. It's the non-traditional taco. So apparently tacos are very popular. Winners were chosen by a public survey. All right, so this is happening on Friday. It's free consultations with a holistic vegan doctor. Her name is Rosa Kincaid, and this is happening this Friday from 10 to 3. Now, she's pure vegan. She's going to do 10-minute consultations in St. Louis. Reservations are required. You can check out Facebook, Pure Vegan, to register, or go to purevegan.com. But if you're having some health issues or you just want a consultation, the holistic doctor is definitely the way to go, in my personal opinion. Now, the horned gaw chicks hatched in the St. Louis Zoo this month. These are only the second time on U.S. soil that these critically endangered birds are happening. Now, their parents were too inexperienced to raise them themselves, so the zookeepers will have to hand raise them. How cute are they right now? They're adorable, right? Now, I know you don't see a horn. The horn happens a little later down the line. Now, the hatching took many years of hard work, and there's a picture of the horn right there. Pretty cool, huh? The horn on top of their head. So they will be at the St. Louis Zoo. And moving on, we have the Import Face-Off. That is happening this Sunday. Yes, import cars, that's right, at Gateway Motorsports Park. It's cars, truck, bike show. You got a 1/4 mile drag race. They have drifting. If you haven't seen the drifting at Gateway, you need to check out the drifting at Gateway. It is totally fun. They're of course gonna have a stereo contest and a burnout contest. And that's where the imports face off. You can try importfaceoff.net. Gateway's a lot of fun. Definitely check, if you're into cars, definitely check out Gateway. Now this is a fan favorite all around. It's the Festival of Nations. It is happening Saturday and Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. at Tower Grove Park. It is multi-ethnic celebration. It's got dancers and music, cultural and educational exhibits. There's folk art demonstrations. There's crafts and markets. Now it is presented by the International and Institute and 125 community organizations. They also have a free shuttle service that will be available throughout the park. Festivalofnations.org. 19 employees at Barnes Jewish Hospital are super pumped right now. They won $1 million. That's right, they won the $1 million Powerball prize in August. People have played for the last 4 years together. Now, before taxes, each member will receive about $52,000. Now, also in July, a couple They used to work at the city of St. Louis. They actually are not sure if they're going to quit yet. I shouldn't say used to. They won a $70 million Powerball. Now, I love this story. You know, the guy bought the ticket at the same gas station he always does. He's played birthdays for the last 23 years, right? So he goes there to check his ticket. You can scan your ticket. They have like a scanner. He didn't like read the paper or anything. He scanned it and it said, hey, you won $70 million. And he was like, oh, wiped it on his pants, scanned it again. And it said, hey, you won $70 million. At that point, he figured he probably should call his wife and let her know. Now, he's going to take the lump sum payout, which is going to be $42.7 million. I think they can do a lot of fun with that. The St. Louis Blues are almost back in action. The first preseason game for the St. Louis Blues is September 22nd, but we want to get you ready before that. They're having an icebreaker event this Sunday, which is August 30th, from 12 to 3 at Ballpark Village. Yes, that's true. That is the photo of the icebreaker event. It is awesome. It is crowded. It fills up fast. If you're coming out, please do. It is a lot of fun. Plus, your MC for the evening is me, and I'm really cool. We're going to kick off the 2015-2016 Blues season. There's going to be live music from the Charles Glenn Band. There's going to be prizes, giveaways. I'm going to be doing some games, interviewing some people. Yeah, Tarasenko's going to be there. Petrangelo, he is going to be there. Pronger is going to be there. David Backes, and a new guy, Brower, is going to be there. And, you know, there might be a few surprise guests. Of course, Louis is going to be there, too. The event is free. Now, fans will be able to validate their parking for 3 hours free in Ballpark Village. Go to stlouisblues.com for information on that. Missouri Botanical Gardens, you know, that Lantern Festival show? Well, it's been extended 1 week in response to ticket demand. The lights are on display through August 30th from 7:30 to 10. The acrobatic show will not be extended, and that ended this past weekend. This celebrates the garden's ongoing botanical research in China. There's 22 new, larger-than-life installations crafted of silk and steel and porcelain. You can go to mobot.org/lanternfestival. Now, I've got somebody very special here. I have Angella Miller with me, Vice President and Coach of Ultimate Speed Academy right here in St. Louis. It's got track teams. You guys had some great success. Let's start from the very beginning.
Sure.
What is this for someone who doesn't know anything about it, has never heard of it?
We are a youth track team. We coach kids from ages 3 up to 18, and we do outdoor, indoor, and cross country, and road racing.
Oh, very awesome. How long have you been involved?
I've been involved with this organization. This is my 4th year, and I've been a track coach going on 12 years.
Wow. So is that what made you want to be a part of it? Did you just have a passion for track?
We definitely have a passion for the sport, and we want to build it up in St. Louis because there's a lot of talent in the area.
Now, I did see that you brought some people over here. They're sitting on the couch behind us.
Yes.
They have a lot of hardware on their necks. What, can you introduce them for me?
Sure. We have Brody Hudson. We have Miles Norwood, Alicia Burnett, and Brandon Miller.
Now, I see all the medals. I assume they medaled, right?
They did. They earned those medals at the AAU Jr Olympics earlier this month. And as a team, we took 80 athletes down and we brought back approximately 62 medals.
Wow.
Yes,
so you guys are very successful. That's very cool. Well, what's training like?
Training is it's pretty intense.
We probably should have asked them.
It's pretty intense. We do a lot of collegiate workouts because most of our, we have 3 locations, and most of our coaches are collegiate athletes in the sport of track and field. So we take our old workouts and we modernize it and make it fit for these youth athletes.
What do you think the benefit is overall for the kids to be involved, track and field, and to be so successful?
Well, our motto is to groom the AAA athlete. So we focus on academics, attitude, and athleticism. So with that encompassing, I would say our GPA is probably like a 3.5 for the entire team.
That's impressive.
And a lot of them go to the college prep schools. So it teaches teamwork, and we really focus on their attitudes.
Now, obviously, you need to be pretty skilled in track and field and that sort of thing. What are some of the other requirements?
There's no requirement. All ages, like I said, from 3 to 18, and any skill level. What we focus on is for them to progress.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I mean, winning the medals is awesome, but you
Yes.
just want them to be able to progress through
Yes,
the thing.
absolutely.
What was it like for them to participate in the Junior Olympics?
Well, it's a pretty in-depth process. They have to actually qualify in order to make it to the next level. So that track meet is held here in St. Louis, and in field events, it's the top 4. So it's pretty hard to make it to nationals, is what we call it. And then for the running events, it's the top 6. So not only are these the best in St. Louis, these are also the best in the nation.
Wow, and they're right here on the Daily Mix with me. That's pretty exciting. Can you tell people how they can maybe get involved?
Oh, absolutely. We have a website that you could go to. It's www.ultimatespeedacademy.org. Or you can visit usatf.org and find a local track club that's in your area.
So you would want them to join the local track club and then come over to you guys?
It doesn't matter. We have, I think there's like 12 track clubs in the area. We happen to have 3 locations. So we have one at Hazelwood Central High School, Fort Zumwalt North High School, and then also Maplewood Richmond Heights High School.
Right, so you guys are all, you're right, because they're all over. There's probably a spot close to the people.
Exactly.
Very awesome. Definitely check them out on Facebook. You can check them out on the website that she gave you, ultimatespeedacademy.org. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Angela.
Is there anything else you want to tell everybody before we run away?
If you have an athlete that's interested in the sport, by all means, check out our website. We would love to have you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Angela. She is the track champions. Now you can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and of course, Instagram. And don't feel bad about dropping me a line. Sometimes I don't know what's going on. You can tell me what's going on, and then I can keep everybody else in the mix. You can check the Daily Mix at stltv.net. Let me know what's going on. Or maybe like Angela, you want to come and tell us about a program you're doing, something really cool. Well, we want to hear from you. So definitely let us know. Now, that is going to do it for today's episode of the Daily Mix, but make sure you keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis. It's going to be a lot of fun. And tune in tomorrow, well, Gina will be joining you for the Daily Mix.